Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to our channel. And if you're new here, please click that like and subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. And also don't forget to hit that bell notification. This way you get notified every time I upload a video. Well, today's video is all about the New England Motorcycle Museum here in Vernon, Connecticut, owned by Ken Kaplan. And we're going to be inside and we're doing an all-exclusive tour and looking at all the antique motorcycles that he has in there. Not just Harleys, but he has other motorcycles as well. So stay tuned and we'll get going on the inside. All right guys, we made our way inside here. Now, just to give you an update on the building. This building itself is over 210 years old. It was refurbished by Ken Kaplan and his team, and they did a beautiful job. We're in the lobby, and you know, it's a $10 donation to get in. We paid our money, so we have all access to everything that's available. Unfortunately, Ken is not here. I was hoping to be here to get him to do an interview with me, but I guess he had something else going on where he couldn't make it. I'm going to spin this camera around. I'm going to show you the lobby. He's got some news articles. There's his sign. That's a nice old Honda. I know it's everything Harley, but it's pretty cool. It's from 1965. We got some articles in here. Now, I'm sure everybody's heard of Kaplan Motorcycles. He actually had a TV show at one point. So we're going to come around and look around through here. This is going to the second floor, where they have the sales for Kaplan Cycles. So why don't we start upstairs, and then we'll come down and finish up on the first floor. Hey guys, let me know, have you ever been here before, the New England Motorcycle Museum? If you have, let me know in the comments below, or if you'd like to come and you want their address, I'd be more than happy to give it to you. It's in Vernon, Connecticut. If you Google New England Motorcycle Museum in Vernon, Connecticut, you'll come up with the address. It's 200 West Main Street in Vernon, Connecticut. Wow, look at that old Sportster. That's pretty cool. Another, looks like an old Softail. I like that. As you can see, there's bikes and bikes on bikes on bikes, and everything from road to dirt to you name it. Nice old BMW. This old Yamaha. These things are beautiful. A lot of dirt bikes up here. Up on the second floor, like I said, it's their dirt bike exhibit and the Kaplan Cycles sales. So there's a lot of interesting things going on in here. A lot of beautiful bikes. Wow. Look at this Suzuki. I know it's a Suzuki, it's not a Harley, but I think this is neat. That's something you don't see every day. And it's a 2005. It's a custom fabrication. That's actually kind of cool. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what do you think of that? I actually think it's really cool. It's unique and it's different. This is actually an interesting place. You check out, look at the architecture in here. You know, it's really, really different. It's something you normally don't see. I've been to a couple of museums before. I've been to the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. That's a great place to go if you've never been. Hey guys, if you've been to the museum in Milwaukee, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. I think the museum was absolutely a joy to be at in Milwaukee. I've been to the Motorcyclepedia Museum in Newburgh, New York. I will be going back there again this winter. I'll be doing a video on that. By the time you guys see this, I'll be back from Laconia. I'm going to be leaving on Father's Day weekend on Friday and at night, and I'll be back on Sunday morning on Father's Day. So I'm going to get this out there. Hey guys, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and to all the moms out there doing double duties, being the mom and the dad. You know, happy Father's Day. Oh, check out this little bicycle from West Coast Choppers. That thing is absolutely cool. I like it. And then this moped, this chopper moped, that's cool. I like it. I would love, you know, to take that for a little cruise. Got some, look like new old stock gas tanks here. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at the scripting on that. That's actually cool. Look at this thing. Pose 6 for 2005. It's a whole lot of bike right there. Yeah, I think this is from James from the Connecticut Charity Rides, one of his old bikes. That's pretty cool. Hey James, if you're watching, let me know if this is your old bike right here. What gives it away to me is that. Oh, nice Evo. You know, everybody says the Evo motor was the best motor Harley ever produced. Was the motor that saved Harley Davidson from AMF and made the most reliable bike out there. If you guys agree with me, let me know if you agree. If you disagree, let me know, because that's my feeling. Evo's what saved Harley Davidson after the AMF years. All right, I'm gonna pause this. We'll go downstairs and continue the tour. All right, we're back down here on the first floor. As you walk in, there's a toolbox. Looks like a pit box, actually, to be honest with you. And it's got some trophies on the top of it. It's pretty cool. And we got a nice little lounge area. A Captain America motorcycle, Panhead. That's pretty cool. It's number 70 of 750 on it, on this bike. That's not even a Panhead, it's an Evo motor with pans on the top. I guess it's a reproduction that went out for resale. I think that's cool. I'd ride it. Just too many bikes to look at and see. With the sidecars. Old army bike. I actually like the old army bikes. There's one I fell in love with up in Milwaukee. Got a nice pink Harley Davidson. How about it, guys? Would you ride a pink Harley Davidson? Survey car.
I should be pointing out some details to you, ones that Ken never said.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it. I'm filming. I just let you know.
Okay, that's all right. What I was going to tell you is this 1929 Harley Davidson was the first year of Harley Davidson's 45 cubic inch side valve engine. This engine had a longer production run than any engine ever produced in North America. The engine itself was produced from 1929 to 1973.
Oh, wow.
After 1952, they were only installed in Survey cars right over here.
Oh, no kidding.
And this is an example of an early 1929. So that is basically, and another thing a lot of people don't really know about this is it's the great grandfather of the Sportster. It's a 4-cam engine, and yes, they had bigger flatheads later on, the VL and the UL, 74 cubic inch and 80 cubic inch, and they always maintained a separate transmission. In the 50s, transmission and engine were put in the same case.
Yep.
The heads were modified, and it became the KH model, still a flathead, but it was the father of the Sportster.
Gotcha.
So,
hence this making it the grandfather.
Right. And to this very day, Sportsters are still 4-cam engines.
Yes.
Okay.
And they just ended the evolution motor on the Sportsters, I believe it was last year or the year before, because they were still Evos up to like the past year or two.
Okay.
Which was, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, the Evo motor was the motor that saved Harley Davidson because of the previous AMF years with reliability.
You know what? You're the first person I've heard say that, but that's the whole truth right there.
The whole truth?
It was the Evo. Well, actually, AMF did bail Harley Davidson out.
Yeah, they did,
But,
and then they destroyed the company by their less than quality
I know
machining.
They didn't,
nobody wanted to buy a Harley, and everybody now knows Harley Davidson's. If it's leaking, it's a Harley, which is not true. That comes from the AMF years, where you get a brand new Harley from the factory, you have to have an oil pan collecting the oil.
Hey, I need to let these
Go ahead. Do what you got to do. I'm going to continue on. Nice little piece of history here by the curator. Look at this. Yep, we even got beer and Dunkin' Donuts. Perfect for a police survey car. You know, the cops got to have their coffee and donuts and beer. Look at this. This is cool. I like this bike. Quite unique. A nice little special unit here. Wow, look at that. That's cool. I'm going to give you guys a quick detail here of what we got going on. FLHS, boy, that thing is beautiful. Well custom made. Hey, look at this Springer. I know somebody who's got one that's white with the red stripe in it, which is even more rare than the white with the blue stripe. And to me, this was one of the best Springers put out by Harley Davidson in modern day. And a couple bikes here on the list, I just didn't notice them. Look at this. This is cool. Inline 4 from 1949. It's a Nimbus, which was manufactured in Denmark. But look at the shaft drive. In 1949, they had a shaft drive instead of a chain, which was awesome.
1919, they had a shaft drive. This is a 1949.
Right.
Nimbus began producing motorcycles in 1919. They always had a shaft drive. This model was a big engineering change in 1934. They increased the horsepower by 3 or 4, and they did some major changes. But you can see that this is a 746cc overhead cam engine with exposed valve rockers. But it is a bevel gear driven camshaft. The ignition is right on the end of the camshaft.
Nice.
Like I said, shaft drive ever since 1919. This thing is fueled by a single bronze carburetor. It has an 8mm by 40mm flat steel chassis This one axle, this one frame rail, the top frame rail goes from axle plate. It wraps all the way around the tank to the other axle. Has its own tire pump. It has rubber band seat suspension.
Wow.
And the thing with this is what's most incredible are the numbers. About 12,000 of this model were produced between 1934 and 1960. About 3,000 of those went to the Danish services, the post office, the military, and police.
Mm-hmm.
The newest Nimbus Type C is 62 years old, and yet out of the 12,000 manufactured, there's about 7,200 still running around in the world.
Wow.
Worldwide. There's over 4,000 in Denmark alone. Yeah. They were never exported to the United States, so you don't go looking for a Nimbus dealer.
But I'm shocked because of the technology that went into this for its time. It was way ahead of its time. An inline 4, with overhead cam, with the shaft drive, with the center stand, the kickstand, the oil tank.
Oh, that's a wet sump. That's a crank pan. It's a wet sump engine. There is no oil tank. All the oil is that crank. The crankshaft is perpetually bathing in oil,
like modern day cars.
Right.
It's there. The manufacturing that went into this back in the day, like he said, from 1917, and this example of a 1949. I'm really enjoying seeing this. This is something I haven't seen at all. And I think it is an absolute treat to see. I am excited about it. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about this bike. It is very rare in the United States, as
there's about 200 here.
About 200 in the United States, which is a very rare bike.
Okay.
If it's one of 200 in the U.S., I mean, that means there's 199 of them out there, and who knows if they're even running or still together.
Okay.
And
let me point out just a couple more details.
Yeah, go ahead.
There are no welds on this machine except on the passenger rest, which I believe was probably outsourced. I don't believe that they had welding at the factory where they were machining, where they were making the things. So if you look, it's all bolts and rivets.
I see that.
It's all bolts and rivets. Compound bends on this flat stock. I mean, you can't do this in your vise with a hammer.
No. No. But it's absolutely a treat to see. It really is. And my channel's all about everything Harley. But I'm also a motorcycle enthusiast. Right. And I love motorcycles. Yep. Ever since I was 15 years old. Yep. And now I'm north of 50. I really, really appreciate this. Like, my first bike was a 76 KZ 400.
Wow. We sell a lot of those.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, they're popular.
Oh, yeah. My next bike after that was a 440 LTD.
Very nice.
And then I used to work for...
the LTDs had the mag wheels and the disc brakes.
Yep. And I turned my LTD, my 440 LTD, to a cafe racer. Yeah. I worked for Bridgeport Kawasaki at the time. Being a Harley guy, I like Indians, but I also have a lot of reservations against them because of the lawsuit they did with Harley Davidson over Bill Harley's design of the clutch that he didn't patent, and Indian patented it and sued them for, I think it was $1 million.
Infringement.
Yeah. I think they sued him for $1 million back in, I think it was the 40s, 30s or 40s.
I haven't. I studied Indian history. Actually, in between visitors here, I still study Indian history. That I thought you were talking about something that was more recent, but I'll have to get to that in the 40s.
Yeah, I think it was like the 30s or 40s, within that time frame.
That would have been J. Paul DuPont's era when he was there.
Yeah, and what Harley did is what India did, and this is according to the documentary Harley and the Davidsons. I don't know how true it is, but according to that documentary, the CEO of Indian went to a Harley dealership and bought one of each model, brought them back to the factory, and tore them apart to find something that they could patent that's not patented yet, And Bill Harley never patented his clutch design. All right, guys, we're continuing on here with our museum tour. Got some nice old BMWs over here. I'm not really a big fan of BMW motorcycles, but you know, I respect where they come from and where they evolved from, which was airplane engines and airplane manufacturer. And then since World War II, they, you know, had to change their manufacturing from warplanes to motorcycles and cars. Wow, look at this Kawasaki KZ1000. Wow, you heard me say it. I had actually quite a few KZ1000s, and there's a KZ1300. That's a 77. This one's a 79. And look at this KZ1300. This thing's amazing. From 1979. Now, you heard me say it, I had a 76 KZ400. Wow. A ZRX Kawasaki 1100. A GSXR 1100. I had one of these when I was a teen. Honda Interceptors. Got a couple of race bikes here by Honda. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video. Hey guys, if you like this content, let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to see more content like this, let me know in the comments below. And you know, if you haven't done so already, please give me a like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a video. And as always, live the best life you can, ride often and ride hard.